guys, Knull here from Clintar Collectibles, and today we're going to be doing a locals video. This video is like a week late. I just didn't have time to record. I came home late that night of that event, so I did not feel like recording the video right after. I'm just super tired. I didn't want to be like as tired as I was in the last one. But for this one, it was another Winamat event for another chance at that Red Eyes OTS mat. I didn't get the mat. I didn't do too good. I went I went technically 1-3. One was a bye, so it doesn't really count. So I went 0-3. But it was, I didn't do too bad. This is day one. It was day one with Virtual World in tournament. My round one was Math Mech. I just he completely destroyed me game one. He went first and I just couldn't break his board. Game two, I was comboing off or whatever, and he just stopped he didn't Nibiru me, but he stopped me from comboing off. And so I was like, okay. I passed the turn, and he lightning stormed my board because he must have side decked it in, and then I didn't have a response. And all I had left was Ultimate to Zolkin in defense position. So that wasn't good. And then, so I lost that game. Game two, I had to play against Sword Soul. He just had a response for all my stuff. I mean, there's nothing I could have really done. He won that fair and square. I mean, I can see why Sword Soul is definitely strong. But now I know what to look for with the deck at least. I'll try to do it better against it next time. Like I said, round 3 was a bye. Round 4... This is like my embarrassing loss. I lost to like a Blue Eyes deck. The guy wasn't even playing pure Blue Eyes. He had like a bunch of weird stuff, and he was doing like overlaying into like crazy Xyz monsters I've never seen in Blue Eyes deck profiles. But he had me. I would have won game 2 and gone to a game 3 if I would have remembered to overlay into Zeus. I forgot to do that, and I completely misplayed, and it made me lose the game. So I could have at least gone to game 3. But yeah, so that was a pretty bad loss. But day 1 with Virtual World, I know how to play it a little bit better now. I know some of the combos and the different trees you can go into. This deck is a lot more complicated than Goki, I tell you that much. But I definitely playing Goki definitely helped me get to this point, to playing like a semi-meta deck. And yeah, so hopefully going into day 2, which I'll be going to tomorrow after this video is filmed, will help me out a little bit. So, but yeah, so let's get into the deck profile part of it. I'll try to go over and explain stuff as best as I can in my understanding, but and talk about combos and stuff. I'm not going to show off and do combo tutorials. I'm not that good yet. Once I have a better understanding, maybe I'll do combo videos like other guys do, where they'll talk about the different combos, but I'm just not that good yet. So we're just going to go over the basic deck profile. You got 3 Lulu, Virtual World Lulu. This is like one of the best ones in my opinion. It lets you send to graveyard and then add to hand the third type, so pretty good. It's just a good way because you can say you have Kowloon, you can activate Kowloon, get Chuche, target Chuche, send Quinlong, add monster, send Quinlong, get monster, and then you can just keep going. There's a bunch of different things. Lulu's just really good for that. You got the triple Lulu, and then you got triple Lao. This card lets you target, send to grave, and then special summon from grave. You can't special summon the card you sent, but yeah, so that's really good. Good for comboing off and stuff. GG lets you send a grave special, and then at the end phase, add a Virtual World to your hand. Lily lets you send 2 cards to the grave, 2 Virtual World cards to the grave. And then you usually send Yan Yan with Lily. But because when a level 3 or whatever monster special summon to your board or summon to your board, you can special him from grave as a tuner. Good like little extender. And then for hand traps, you got triple Ash, triple Nibiru, 1 Veiler. I feel like this is pretty solid. The Nibiros, the only thing about the Nibiros is that I know they're like one of the best cards in this upcoming format because it's a board breaker. The only issue that I'm having, that I'm seeing, is that these guys, like now they'll do 4 special summons so that they don't hit that 5, so you can't nibble them, which sucks. Maybe I'll boot it down to 2. We'll see how this next tournament goes tomorrow. If it doesn't do well, I'm going to probably boot it down. But I think 3 is really good. And I just haven't gotten a chance to use it. And it wasn't like they were intentionally avoiding it, I guess. One guy didn't even know. And I was like, come on, summon the 5th monster. And he's like, oh, I'm going to end my turn there. It's like, oh, come on, dude. Like, I want to Nibiru you. But, you know, Ash is good. Always comes in handy. Valor, I think, is really, really good because it just lets you stop any monster's effect. Any. Even if it can't be targeted by Ash or something like that. You can just Valor and get him. So, yeah, that's really good. And we'll go to spells now. Got triple Quinlong. The activated effect isn't that crazy. Banish from your graveyard, target one face-up monster, and negate its effects. That's okay. The only thing that sucks is that it can only be used on your turn, which is kind of doo-doo. But if you banish it from the graveyard, you can add a virtual monster from your deck to your hand. So it's kind of a combo piece when you're starting off to be able to get stuff into your hand. Yeah, triple Kowloon just lets you basically activate a virtual world gate, which is what the continuous cards are, from your deck. It's really good because you can activate Chuche or Jianwu from grave or from deck without having to set it and activate it. That's really good. And then you get special bonuses based on how many of the gates you have up. Triple Pot of Desires. It's just a good search card or draw card. And banishing in this deck, you can kind of send monsters back to your deck from banishment, so it's not like super punish, like it's not like a super hard punish or L. Double Emergency Teleport. This card's really good. It's a good combo extender. Lets you go off even harder if you have it. One Called By. This card's necessary. If it's at 1, you play it at 1. Foolish Burial Goods. That card I debated bumping up just because it lets you send a spell trap from your deck to the graveyard. So you can basically just activate it, send Quinlong, and you know, banish Quinlong, get monster, and then start comboing off. One Jianwu. The activated effect isn't that great. During the battle phase, if you control another virtual world gate, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change battle position. This card actually helped me survive against Sword Soul for a long time because I had Chuche, Quinlong, and Jianwu all up on the field at once activated, and I was just stopping him from hitting me. You can banish it, target one virtual monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but negate its effects. 2 Chuche. If you activate it, you can target one face-up card on the field, target 2 banished virtual worlds with different names from each other to the deck, and then destroy that card. And then you can banish it to do some level manipulation, so you can basically overlay or synchro with them. And then triple Infinite Impermanence, just to get those monster effect negations. I really like playing this deck. It's really fun. Like I said, it's like super duper complicated compared to Goki. It's a lot better, but it's like super hard to play. And it just makes learning it's going to take longer than Goki. And Goki was already kind of hard to learn for me because I'm like a returning player. I'm old school. Last time I played competitive was in 5Ds. So that's 2007. So it's been a long time. For the extra deck, we got 1 Invoked Kaliga. You get this out using Mighty Mud Dragon, but it's cool because each player can only activate 1 monster effect per turn. Each player can only attack with 1 monster during each battle phase. When I was comboing off, I was about to end on a board that was Invoked Kaliga, Clearwing Synchro, and Shen. Like, it was crazy. And then the guy popped all my stuff, the Math Mech player. But yeah, so 1 Invoked Kaliga, Phantom Knight's a Breaksword. This card's okay. You mainly just use it to get into Zeus. 1 Utopia Beyond. This card's really good. I use it to get over all of the Blue Eyes players' cards a bunch. Because what happened was I did this. I made all of his Blue Eyes cards go to 0. And then I attacked. And then I forgot to go into Zeus. And if I would have done that, I could have put Zeus in defense, pass the turn, quick effect Zeus, blow up his whole board, and I would have lived and probably won. Gaia Dragon, a Thunder Charger. Constellar Ptolemy. This card's really, really, really good. It can extend your combos as well. Zeus. Good card. Ultimate Tzolk'in. The main reason you do this is you synchro into him. You set a card. Then you can special clear Crystal Wing Synchro without having to synchro summon at all. So that's really good. So you can cheese him out. Muddy Mud Dragon for the Invoked Kaliga because you can synchro into Muddy Mud Dragon. Use Ultimate Tzolk'in and him as fusion material, fuse them, because Ultimate is basically worthless after you get Clearwing. Synchro them, or sorry, fusion them, send a grave, get invoke Kaliga. So you can sometimes end on a board that's Clear Wing Synchro, Shen, Constellar Ptolemy, and invoke Kaliga. It's crazy. GG, or Juju, or Juji, I don't know how you say that. Stardust Charge Warrior, Coral Dragon, Blackwing Nothung, the Starlight, Vermilion Mech, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This card is just a negate. It's really good. And Virtual World Shen. So this card's like Dark Law, basically. This card has monster negates. This card lets you destroy cards by banishing tuners. This card, I don't know. It's okay. It's mainly for combo extending, I assume, because you can overlay it for level 6. Coral Dragon, again, combo extender lets you overlay to level 6. You can also do synchro this, use them for Ultimaya, get 2 draws, and then go off. GG. Mud Dragon is okay. But yeah, so it's just really good. You can have some crazy boards with this. It's really cool because you can end on a board that looks like, you know, like that. And that's really strong. It's really scary looking. And I ended on a hand once that was that board with Nibiru and Ash Blossom in hand, which is insane during like practice games. So that's the extra deck. For the side deck, we got Triple Lancia. Good card. Finally got 3. 2 Droll, 1 Pinkertops, 1 Phantasme. A lot of Salad players are at our locals. I just play that for Salad. I mean, it's okay. It just scares them usually. Cosmic Cyclone, Chalice, Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, Red Reboot, Solemn Strike, and Solemn Warning. I just to negate summons, like Solemn Strike stops Nibiru, Solemn Warning stops Nibiru. So that's the main reason I have them in there. And because Nibiru is such a scary card. If I went first or whatever, and they don't have Nib, and then I go second, and I don't know, it just stops certain cards from summoning. But yeah, so that's the deck profile for Virtual World. That was day 1 Virtual World. I hope I'm gonna do better tomorrow, guys, at the tournament, and we'll see. Also, I downloaded some new editing software and stuff like that, so I should be doing better at doing thumbnails and editing videos better and stuff like that. So thank you guys for the support, especially Volt. Volt, you comment on every video and you watch every video, and I appreciate it. You are awesome, and I just thank you guys for the support. Hopefully, I'm going to start doing more videos per week. We'll see. I don't want to promise anything because I'm super busy working all the time. But, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.